Hey, welcome to the channel. Quinn here with Valhalla Outfitters. Let's see, this thing is empty. And this is the SIG SAUER M400 tread. This is the Snakebite, which was then replaced, I believe, by the Snakebite SE. So I don't think you can get this one anymore, but I think the M400s are all about the same. I've had this for 1 year and thought I would give you a 1-year report from using it. I have paired it up with the Vortex PST Gen 2. This is the 1:6 LPVO. I did put the throw lever on here. It is a little bit difficult to tune the mag ring where you want it without a throw lever. These are proud. It's like a $55 jobber if you get the Vortex brand, but some folks are 3D printing them significantly cheaper, and I did go with the Vortex one-piece rail. I really like the scope. It's crystal clear. It's got a nice wide field of view. It does go down to a true 1x or 0 magnification, so that you can look through it with both eyes open, and it's just like you're scanning the horizon. So I put a lot of rounds down range with this thing after having it for a year. 0 failure to feed, failure to fires. It has performed flawlessly. It is a gas block. Does come with this combination flash hider slash muzzle device. I don't think it's designed for decrease recoil, but I think it is designed to decrease muzzle flip. Not a lot of recoil on one of these things anyway. This is a 5.56, so it'll take 2.23 ammunition or 5.56 ammunition. I have run different different grain selections through it from 55 up. I found that this particular gun, it's got a 1 8 twist. It particularly likes the 75 grain-ish bullets. The IMI Razor Core 77 grains I have really good luck with. And then these are generally reasonably priced. These Frontier Ammunition's boat tail ammunition with 75 grains. I'll show you the groups that we're getting from it. But function-wise, the gun has performed flawlessly. It does so well. It's so light and compact and fun to shoot that now when I go out into the field, oftentimes for hunting, particularly for hogs, I will end up grabbing this instead of one of my bolt guns. It does have the mag pull with the quick adjust, which is kind of nice. It does rattle, but I guess they all do that. Safety is ambi. The controls are ambidextrous, which is kind of nice. One thing that I did find that I had to do is switch out the trigger. The trigger that comes with this thing is about 7 pounds-ish, something like that. I talked to SIG, and they don't make much lighter triggers than that. And my guess is from a liability standpoint, you can replace it with a replacement with the strings or springs and all that. I just bought the drop-in trigger. I bought mine from Velocity. You can choose your weights to, I think, 2.5, 3.5 pounds. I think I went with 3 on this one. I didn't want it, maybe it's 3.5. I didn't want it quite as light as my bolt guns are set, but my lever gun's at 4, and that was just too much. These Velocity triggers are great. You notice there's a little shoe there. They do make a straight bladed one. I have kind of larger hands, so by having this one offset slightly, it gets my finger closer to right where I want it, and you can't actually rotate that shoe to get it at the angle where it marries up with your finger how you like. 0 creep. It's really a great trigger. All in all, as far as dependability, function, SIG M400, you cannot go wrong for an AR style if you take care of it and clean it. I don't even clean it every time I shoot. My other guns get babied a little bit more. Just every time I think this thing has probably enough lead through it that it's probably getting carbonized, I rip it apart, clean it with brake fluid, and it's just been a flawless performer. SIG M400, not the cheapest option when it comes to like an AR platform, but not the most expensive either. If you're thinking about getting an AR and you like the SIG SAUER name and brand reputation for dependability, this will not disappoint, particularly if you're not looking to get into the super high-end ARs, but you don't necessarily want to get bargain basement either. You might want to think about the SIG M400. I would highly suggest that you put in an aftermarket trigger, and with that, you see I put in the anti-walk pins. Even though I tighten that drop-in trigger down, it has two screws that tighten it down to the floor plate of the lower, and they are double locking screws. I guess I could have like cranked them till they squealed, but maybe I didn't torque them enough. But I did find that they were loosening to the point that the pins would walk. But that is easily remedied with these anti-walk kind of bars. We'll take a quick look at some of the groups that I'm getting out of this. You get a handle on the accuracy. Overall, not disappointed in the least. I think I might actually take this out for coyotes and see how we do. Super nice gun. Super happy with it. After 1 year, still functions as flawlessly as the day I got it and has had 0 failures. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's take a look at some groups. All right, give you an idea of the kind of groups that I'm getting out of this. These are 50-meter groups, and they are pretty rapid fire. I'm not really resetting in between shots. It is pretty much done, right? 5-shot groups. This one just under 2 MOA, and there's one that's outside the group, which is probably me. But again, these are, I wouldn't call them rapid fire, but they are certainly not where I am taking my time and really trying to dial in every shot. So then I monkeyed with it. Here's what we're getting next. It's an 1.5 inch group, also from 50 yards. I'm sorry, not 50 meters. I got millrads on my head, milliradians in my brain. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about the cadence that we're shooting to get these groups. And then I monkeyed with it a little bit more. Oh, and got this one, and then I decided to quit monkeying with it. Again, 2 inch or 1.83 MOA groups at 50 yards. I think that would be closer to 1 if I was taking my time in between shots, but I was just shooting to see how generally accurate I would be at a pretty good cadence. Those are how I was pulling these groups or shooting these groups. After that, I did go out to 100 yards. I took my time for 1 3-shot group just to see how we're looking. 5.56, and this is 0.81 MOA. 2 of them are right on top of each other, and 1 of them is just outside. Generally, I keep this gun zeroed at 50 yards. I think I might actually take it out to do some work with coyotes. What's nice is if you have that VMR, I think they call it, the reticle that's on that PST Gen 2 LPVO, if you shoot those 75 grainers, your hash marks line up such that if you're zeroed at 100, 200 is 0.5 mil, 275 is 1, 350 is 1.5, 400 is 2, 450 is 2.5, 500 is 3, and 550 is 3.5. So the reticle subtensions kind of naturally align to numbers that are easy to remember when you're using them in the field. So I think I might change the zero from 50 to 100 just so I can use those subtensions effectively when I'm hunting for coyotes. I would say that the limiting factor for precision zero at 100, for me anyway, with that particular scope, is that the reticle is a little bit on the fat side. Makes it real good for target acquisition if I'm out hunting pigs and something's on the hoof and it's moving fast. When I'm down at real low power, it is easy to shoot with both eyes open and get on target quickly. It also is illuminated, but then when it comes to trying to get precision zero at 100 using that reticle, the hash mark or the reticle itself can kind of obscure the target slightly. But just wanted to show you the kind of results and consistency that I'm getting from that M400. Super pleased with it after a year. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you're in the market for an AR and you go that route. I think that's it. Check out the website for more original content, and we'll keep this stuff coming. See you guys later. Be safe. Bye.